Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mix Half Hour. No, it's not half hour. Right, it's a the 30th today, and some interesting things have come up, and I've got a massive, great sort of like promotion to actually get out there, so for the UK to get behind. Right, no, it's not the re-election of our illustrious leader. So, right, it is. As we know, today a couple of things have happened today. Some good, some bad, but a brilliant one at the end. Right, first thing to deal with today was the strike. Yeah, it's BT and Openreach. They're coming out. They've set their date, so another one's joined the club. So it really is going to get a bit tricky nowadays. Right. Anyway, right. Now, good news for some. But it's not, and it's good news from bad news. In Liverpool, the police have decided to actually do something about organised crime. 30 arrests today. They've been out, so they've arrested 30 people, all to do with organised crime. So that's that one. Unfortunately, in London, the Notting Hill Carnival's been going off, and there's been quite a few arrests. But unfortunately, a 21-year-old has been stabbed and killed at the Notting Hill Carnival, which should never happen if you're going out to enjoy yourselves. Right. Also, I'm going to deal with all the bad stuff first, then we'll get on with the good stuff. Right. A third of Pakistan is now underwater. Incredibly, the rest of the world is in drought, but all the water of the world seems to be raining down on poor old Pakistan. They've had over 1,000 people already assumed are dead from the floods. For those who know Pakistan, it is fairly a flat country. Traditionally, we've always heard about the floods in Pakistan, but this year is particularly bad. So our heart goes out to the people in Pakistan to actually, hopefully, the rains will stop and they can get back to normal fairly quickly. Right, that's all the bad news I have, really. Now, the good news is, I was looking through people about these big bills and everything like that, and I thought, okay, so what sort of power are we talking about here? And there's one lot of power that nobody's really spoken about, and that is thermal energy. Okay, so what's thermal energy? I'm not going to bore you, I'm going to make things easy, so there's no big words again, as usual. Thermal energy is when you drill down into the earth, you put a big pipe in there full of water, run it back up again, and then that can go on the underfloor heating in a house. The principle behind it is it keeps your temperature at about 37 degrees in your house itself, and it takes very little power to run. It can be run off solar in conjunction with solar. If you have solar and thermal energy, you can get a zero rating for your house, which basically means that it will always be body temperature, never cold, never too hot, and it'll cost you nothing. It's all run off the earth's power. We haven't used it much, and I found that very bizarre because it's very easy to actually install. So hopefully me mentioning it will actually get somebody to go, hold on, let's promote our, if there was a thermal company that was looking to promote, if they'd let me come and film and things like that, I'd promote it because I think it's a brilliant idea. It's going to cost nothing. Once yes, you've got to install it, but the principle is that you drill a hole, put a hose pipe down it, run it back, put it under your floor, put a new level of floor on top of it, underfloor heating, bang, you're in. If cowboys could do it, literally. So it's one of the oldest ways of heating a house, but it's not used very much. Imagine every house with that. That would be no power needed except for power stations. Right, on to the big promotion. It's not promotion. It's something I've noticed. Now, many years ago, pubs were in every village, and you'd have 2 or 3 pubs. Now, I was raised in the village, and we had the Carpenter's Arms, we had the Red Lion, and then we had the Village Hall, which had a pub and club. So we had 3 places we could drink alcohol in the village. They were only open between 12 and 2 or 12 and 3 at a pinch. and then they would reopen at 6 o'clock till 11 o'clock at night. So, and that seemed to work in the UK. And then we joined the EU, and then we opened up 24/7. You could get beer wherever you wanted. And that's why people nowadays get rat-faced in the house with the cheap beer from the offie, and then they spend only 20 quid in the thing. But if you go out, it's very expensive to go out drinking anyway. I'm not a drinker anymore, but I worked in the business for a long term. So I would always promote it from that side, as long as it's anything in moderation. Now, 6 of the big companies have said that unless, because of the bills on heating and things like this, unless they can get assistance, it could see the end of, pubs and clubs. So it's already very expensive to drink outside anyway. That's why people can drink in the house. So I thought, hold on, let's promote something. At the moment, we have a lot of places. Remember pubs and clubs and things like that? They're where people meet. You probably met your wife there, or your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Yeah. So they are important for us to fraternise with other people, to meet other people. So from that side, we need to make sure they don't all vanish. So with all these strikes going off and everything like this, would it not be a good idea to combine these things together? So if you're running a pub or a club or anything like that, how about you let the strikers use that for meeting? Let them have a meeting there or something like that. Or if it's cold outside or anything like that, offer them to come in. They'll buy a pint or something like that. Even if it's a Coca-Cola, they'll still buy. So let's all start working together. Everyone everyone wants to unite against these outrageous demands for electric and gas. So let's all start using the facilities we've got. So what I'm suggesting is, I can't do this because I have no power to do so, but I can suggest this. How about all you union people and everything like that? Pass this on to them. What about having a national pub day? Have you strike on one day, all meet in a pub, and then you can take and go on YouTube or whatever from the pub and then voice your opinion. Just one day, that's all we're asking. So we show everybody that everybody's united to help each other in these days. Yeah. I live in a block of flats, and we're already suggesting that we might have to, in wintertime, because of the cuts, have sort of like a communal kitchen. So I'm doing my best what I can. I'm on a tiny little thing, but if this would help, push that subscribe button, share this idea. Let's go for a national pub day within the United Kingdom. So those in America who are watching me as well, same thing over there. You're going to get this. You call it bars, we call them pubs. Yeah, let's have a national bar and pub day. Yeah, so we can have one in America, one in the UK, all on the same day, all distant cousins related, all having a knees up. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's have a yay. So there's so many dark things happening. Something like this would be fantastic for the countries. So everyone get cheered up. Put a little bowl there for I don't know, for donations, for if you've got a little community of homeless people or something like that. Yeah, put a little bowl there, and then make little boxes up or anything. Take them round. Show a bit of charity to everybody else. Yeah, because everybody is everybody's a human being. This planet belongs to everybody. So let's sort of like become humankind. Yeah, in the real world. That's what it means, humankind. Okay, so that's what I'm saying to you. Okay, let's have a national pub day. So pass this on to everyone. Subscribe. Let's get it out there. If you're a union rep, go and see the union man. Tell him, what about this idea here? Get them talking. I'm not going to suggest a date, but let's get a date out there. Let's have a go, and let's get some people smiling back in these countries. Okay, right? So it's all on you now, folks. This is people power at its best. I'm just throwing the bone to get that paddle that canoe to get the boat moving along the ride. All right, take care, everybody. Ta ta.